So flying back from Dubai to London Heathrow today, I was actually in business class, but I got a sneaky upgrade at the gate at the last minute. So I'm now in first class. It is a night flight. We're leaving at 2:30 a.m. and I do need to get some sleep, but I'm going to do a quick review. It will be a quick review. It's not going to be a full review, but as always, the cabin crew guided you to the seat, introduced themselves to me, asked me if I needed anything, drink, pajamas, slippers. I've actually said no to all of that because I don't need it. But you know, it's one of those moments, isn't it, where we get a little bit of extra little bit of joy in life. Just finished working in Saudi Arabia and flying back to the UK via Dubai. Long route round, don't ask. So this is a special treat. So currently we are coming up to 2 o'clock in the morning. 30 minutes to go. People are boarding now, and let's see what the flight's like. So there's a nice little drinks cabinet there with some Perrier and some still water. There's also some snacks. And if you just press the little button there, it just retracts. Obviously you need to do that for takeoff and landing. There's a nice little drawer where you get a nice pen and a little notebook. I must admit, I always bring that with me. And there's some toiletries as well. With the toiletries, I obviously got the men's kit, which contains some cologne, a razor, some toothbrush, toothpaste, some Axe body spray, and who doesn't love that, and some Gillette foam. I wanted to really watch this latest Marvel movie that was showing at the time, so although I was tired, I did actually end up watching it. And in the end, I decided, well, if I'm going to watch a movie, I'm probably going to want some popcorn, which is definitely something to do if you are flying in first class. There's the new safety video that has just come out. Obviously in Emirates, it's first in Arabic and then repeated in English. And on the A380, it does take a long time because, of course, there's a lot of safety instructions to cover. Then decided to take a quick tour of the bathroom. Now, I have flown in first class with Emirates a number of times, sometimes on the 380, sometimes on the 777. On the 380, you do get the shower. I have yet to take a shower on the A380, despite having the opportunity. I think mainly because the flights are only about 7.5 hours long, and I feel, well, I just don't feel like I need to. But the amenities in the bathroom and in the toilet are absolutely fantastic, and it's absolutely huge as well. There's a television with the map, lets you know where you're going. And should you need it, there is also a hairdryer just hidden away in this little cupboard here. I will say I've never used the hairdryer, mainly because I don't need one, have no hair. Then it was back to the seat. They get the nice blanket and the mattress put on, and I was able to just check the amenities. Now these baskets of amenities are taken away just before you depart. And then they're brought back shortly after takeoff. But I always scoop them up and put them in my bag. Then with the mattress and the duvet firmly in position, popcorn ordered, it was time to actually really enjoy this Marvel movie. Despite having flown with Emirates first class, as I mentioned a couple of times, I've never actually done this at all. So I thought, do you know what? I don't know the next time I'm going to fly Emirates first class, so I'm just going to enjoy the whole experience. Now, of course, you do get caviar, you get burger sliders, alcohol, champagne and stuff. If you watched any of my videos, you know I don't drink alcohol, so I settled for a nice cup of tea. I did then manage to get some sleep, and then about 2 hours before landing, it was time for breakfast. And the breakfast, you can order your food whenever you want it with Emirates first class. So I asked the crew, don't wake me up before landing, but I did actually wake up with enough time. And I have to say, this French toast with honey and nuts, and it was just absolutely delicious. And it certainly gave me a little bit of a sugar boost before landing. On the left-hand side of the screen, you can see that there's that little book. And actually, that was really detailed. It's the first time I've seen this. I think it's a new addition to the Emirates first class experience. It's got a whole list of all of the food available to you, as well as wines and other duty-free goods that are available for purchase. But for me, I just sat there and really enjoyed the meal. I think I was watching at this point the second half of that movie that I wanted to watch. I tried to watch the whole thing before takeoff, but I was just far too tired, given that we were leaving at 2:15, 2:30 in the morning Dubai time, and I'd been working all day before boarding. But I have to say, the whole experience, the cabin crew were absolutely fantastic. The seats were comfortable. Everything worked. It was a nice temperature on the plane. Everything was absolutely perfect. And if I had a choice, which unfortunately I don't, but if I had a choice of flying first class every single time, I would absolutely take it. Would I pay for first class? Probably not. I think business class would suffice, although sometimes I fly economy, sometimes premium. But I don't think I would be able to justify the spend for that extra cost of first class. Time to enjoy a nice cup of tea, and then just final bit of relaxation before finally landing. You can press this button that fully closes the door. You're not completely isolated, because you can, as people are walking by, they can, if they wanted to, peer over and see in, but it does give you a heightened level of privacy. As I mentioned, this is the first class book, and it's a really nice brochure, and actually I wish I'd taken it with me. They did offer it to me, and I was just like, well, I've got a big heavy backpack, so I'm not going to do that. Of course, if you wanted to, you can walk to the back of the plane, the back of business on the upper deck of the A380, and you can go to the bar should you wish to. I did not do that on this trip, mainly because, as I said, I was flying overnight and I just wanted to get some sleep. But I do wish I'd taken this brochure with me, just as a keepsake. Maybe if I get upgraded again in the future, I will do that, but who knows when that will happen again. And before long, it was time to get settled in, get ready for landing. We were coming into London Heathrow, and because I did have a business class ticket, that gave me the opportunity to get the chauffeur drive service home. So coming into Terminal 3, go to the chauffeur, get in the car, and take me home.